Hey there, it's Dino again. I would like to walk you through another sample from the Apigee samples repo. To get to this one, this sample has not yet been merged to the Google Cloud Platform Apigee samples. It's on my current fork in a specific branch. So if you go to github.com, Dino Chiesa, Apigee samples, and then scroll down in the branch selector and select LLM route by client. That's the sample that we're going to cover. What it does is routing to multiple different LLM upstreams based on a custom attribute that's been registered for the API key. So this one is similar to the LLM routing sample that I covered in a recent screencast. The only difference, that one did routing based on a header that the client needed to pass on ingress. This one is going to be routing based on a custom attribute associated to the API key. So we'll have multiple different API keys. One of them will tell Apigee route to Vertex. One will say route to the Llama model hosted by Hugging Face, and one will say route to Mistral AI. So very similar to what we saw previously, but slightly different shape. The client doesn't have to know what it's going to route to. That can be something you manage in Apigee with a custom attribute. So let me set that up. I've already got my environment set, and I should just be able to run this deployment script. So it's going to tell me we're using this project for Apigee. This is our project for Vertex. Got a specific service account name. We're going to use that Gemini model in Vertex, and we've got some credentials for Hugging Face and Mistral. So it'll set up the service account. It'll attach some roles. It configures the KVM with the right upstreams for the right upstream URLs for Mistral, Hugging Face, and Vertex, and credentials for the first two, Mistral and Hugging Face. And then it creates an proxy, a product, and a developer app, and several clients, 3 clients. So let me show you what that looks like while this is happening. It's already imported the API proxy. Let me just walk you through it real quickly. Very similar to what I showed last time. It'll be route by client, so I'll click through to that. It's being deployed. Let's look at the develop tab. One proxy endpoint in the pre-flow. What does it do? It turns off CORS effectively, verifies the inbound API key, and implicitly sets context variables containing the values from the custom attributes in the client app, which I'll show you in just a minute. Then uses those context variables to perform a lookup on in the KVM for the URL. So the context variable, the custom attribute will say use Google, use Mistral, use Hugging Face, and then using that value, Apigee will then do a lookup in the KVM and say, okay, given that I want to use Mistral, what's the target URL and what is the credential? Or given that I want to use Hugging Face, what's the target URL and credential, and so on. And we just got some error checking and so on. And then we pass that to the upstream. Again, we do routing based on the selected model provider. The reason we need to do this is because the Vertex endpoint requires a dynamically generated credential, which we'll do that in the target endpoint for Google. You'll see the authentication element here that says, just get me an access token dynamically and assign it to the header for the upstream. So we do that specifically for Google. We do not do that for Mistral or Hugging Face. We manually set the credential with the assign message policy that just sets in the credential for the upstream that we pulled out of the KVM. All right, so similar to the kind of LLM routing example that I showed you a little bit ago, but this one does routing based on a custom attribute. So before I leave this proxy, I want to just start a debug session. We're not going to run a request just yet. What I would like to do is look at the product. The API product is just going to contain this one proxy, but I would like to look at the apps that we've registered. So we should have 3 new apps, all registered just now. One, LLM route by client 1, 2, and 3. If I click through, let's just click through number 1, you'll see there's the API key and so on. And here is the custom attribute that I attached. It says model provider use Google. So that means whenever a client presents this API key, that model provider custom attribute will be known by the API proxy, and we'll be able to do routing based on that value. Similarly, here's client number 2, and it's got Mistral. Client number 3 has Hugging Face. And that information is not necessarily exposed to the client developer. They know the API key, they know this thing, but they are not aware of these custom attributes. Those are just sort of managed within Apigee. Okay, so 3 apps, all for the same API proxy and product. We'll flip back over to the debug session and maybe run a request. So this script should have finished. Yep, we've configured everything. And there's 3 different API keys. This is for client number 1, client number 2, client number 3. We're going to want all those. So let's just grab that and cut and paste that. We have that in our shell now. And I can run this command that basically sends a generative request in to the Apigee managed endpoint, not to Mistral, Hugging Face, or Vertex. And you can see there's the message, the content, and so on. We have the API key, and I have to select either 1, 2, or 3 here. So the first one I'll do is select 1. And let me just for fun, use -I here. And that's going to tell us the headers in response as well. So, and in the background, you may see, yeah, there's the debug session is running, so we'll see that transaction. Okay, so here's the response. The request was suggest a few names for a flower shop, and we got a bunch of options for response, and you'll see that there's a response header called selected model, and it has the model provider and then the model name in that header. Without that, you may not know what model was selected. So I did that I configured Apigee to inject that header just for diagnostic purposes, to show that it really is using a different model. So we're gonna try now API key number 2, which is just a different API key, same prompt, same endpoint, API key number 2. And you'll see it came back. The selected model in this case was Mistral, and we got similar responses on suggestions for this flower shop. And of course, I could do API key number 3. It's going to work the same way, except the Apigee proxy is going to route to Hugging Face and that llama model. And you'll see it here. This was the first one. It went to Vertex, and you'll see AM set target. It's setting the target URL. This is a Vertex AI target, and it will dynamically generate an access token and inject that into the header. This one was the one we sent to Mistral. If I look at that, you can see, let's see, maybe I got the wrong thing here, wrong step. I want to show you the assigned variable part, set target. That would be this policy here. We should see the credential. There's my credential for Mistral, and there's the target URL. So Apigee is dynamically selecting the target to route to based on that custom attribute that we've configured. And of course, you could route based on anything. It could be a random selection. Here's the third request using API key number 3, routing to Hugging Face using a different credential for Hugging Face. You could have Apigee, figure Apigee to route in any way that you want based on any criteria. It could be some combination of custom attribute, could be a lookup, could be weighted random, lots of different options there. But this is just another example of how you might do routing to multiple different upstream LLMs in Apigee transparently to the client. So that's it. Quick example. You can try this yourself. As I said, you need to visit for now, my GitHub. Apigee samples is the repo, and the branch that I'm visiting is uh, LLM route by client. That's the branch you need to select in order to get this sample and the API proxy configuration and so on. So I hope this has been helpful. Listen, if you want to tear things down, you can just run the cleanup script, and it should remove the API proxy, the product, the developer, the app, the service count, and the KVM. Clean it all up and restore your Apigee to the state it was prior to running the example. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know in the comments if you've got questions. Till next time, keep it digital.